Good morning and welcome, good afternoon, and welcome to Empower Media, to the Empower Room. And thank you all so much for being with us on this wonderful Sunday afternoon. And let's get ready to do something.
Welcome to the Empower Room for Empowering Moments with your host, Timothy Hughes. Empowering Moments is brought to you by Empower Media, LLC, where we empower you, parents, and the entire community with transformative information to move mind and spirit to a higher state of well-being. So welcome to the Empower Room, and let's get started.
All right, welcome again to the Empower Room. I am your host, Rev.T, and Empower Media LLC is a social empowerment entity, and we empower community through social and digital media, book publishing, programs, and speaking engagements. We have over 25 years of experience, and we want to encourage you to go to our website to get more information at MPWRMediaLLC1.com. MPWR is our play on words for the word empower. So we encourage you to check us out on our website at MPWRMediaLLC1.com. And we encourage you to please like our page, send an emoji, also subscribe to our YouTube page as well. We really appreciate that very much. All right. So, to give you more about what we're doing in this setting, this is a part of what Empower Media does, and this is our Empowering Moments that we have been doing since the pandemic, pretty much, and we cover about 3 areas of concern that we feel are good communication talking points. We have special guests that come on with us as well, and we're blessed to have a special guest on today. I'll be looking forward to introducing her to you shortly. And the 3 areas that we cover centered around culture, civic concerns, and consciousness. So you see all these C's. So we're dealing with all the C's, if you will, the 4 C's. All right. So we're dealing again with culture, civic concerns, and consciousness. All right, let me do a few little snaps with that. All right. So we'll take you on this journey with us. And again, thank you all for being with us. And please, again, we encourage you to like our page, send an emoji, subscribe to our YouTube page. We really would definitely appreciate that very much. So in relation to a publication, our first publication is In the Blink of an Eye, and it's an out of this world experience. And it's basically a testimony of an experience I had taking my wife out on February the 14th on Valentine's Day. And we were on our way to a Maze concert. Yes, Rev.T loves R&B. Sorry, yes, I do. And I'm not sorry. But anyway, so we were on our way to a Maze concert. And unfortunately, I did not make it in because all I could do was get out the word Deb. And I literally killed over on the way into on the street on the way to the entrance of the arena. And I will let you read the rest of the story. It has been very the responses, I can say, have been very, very good. I thank you all for your reviews of the book. And we have shared some of the reviews on some of the other shows of Empower Media, and want to encourage you to check those out. And we'll be diving more into it, especially as we get close to the holidays, because we feel it would be a great gift for those that are especially maybe going through some hard times during the holidays. We know this time of year can be somewhat depressing for some folk and cause feelings of loneliness when we're thinking about loved ones. But I pray that this book will encourage you to know that this is just part of the journey of this life that we live. All right. So the book is available on Amazon. Also, it's available on our website. Empower Media LLC 1. So we encourage you to check it out as well there. But again, In the Blink of an Eye is available at Amazon, and we have been encouraged to put it in audible form as of the last couple of weeks. So pray for me that I will get myself disciplined enough to be able to put it in audible form for 2024. All right, so we're excited about that, and pray that we'll be able to launch again another publication that we have established as well, called the Examiner Quarterly, that we're going to be focusing in 2024, as we are in the throes again of another presidential election. All right, and so Empowering Moments, again, as I stated, we are. We cover cultural, civic concerns, and consciousness are the three areas that we concentrate on pretty much in the Empowering Moments. And to briefly go through that, we're going to bring up the cultural concern. And culturally, I just want to thank all the men and women who have served our country. I know this has been a weekend of celebrating and thanking our veterans. So I definitely want to do that on today, and thank all those that have served in all the branches of service to the United States. And thank you so much for your service. And I want you to know that we appreciate here at Empower Media LLC all that you all have done. All right. Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. All right. So this is again another season. As we know, this is Thanksgiving, and we're in the season of giving thanks. So that's pretty much what we're going to be doing today. And so grateful again to our armed services and what they have contributed and kept us safe throughout their time in service. And those that are currently in service, we thank you also for your current service as well. And it's just been wonderful to be able to know. I mean, I have family members. My dad was in the service, and I have a variety of cousins that were in the service as well, that I definitely want to definitely acknowledge my family members that have served as well. So thank you all again so very much for your service, and hope that you all feel the love. All right. So we do have a special guest on today. I am blessed to have met a wonderful young lady at an event that I went to a couple of weeks ago now. And the event was called the 2023 National Black Book Festival. That was just a phenomenal event in Houston, Texas. That was a couple of weekends ago at the Fallbrook Church. And I was so impressed that I wanted to bring on some of the outstanding authors that I saw in the place at this event. It was so powerful. And so the energy in the room was just phenomenal. So I'm so grateful that I'm blessed to have one of the authors with us. Here's another page that kind of, I know it's hard to see, but all those lines are all the folks that were there that had booths. And there were also publishers there as well. And KDP was there as well. One of the, and Amazon were there in the building as well. And it was a wonderful spirit of African-American literacy there in the building. I'd say it had to be up to 100 authors in that building from Thursday to Saturday there at the Fallbrook Church in Houston, Texas. So I've just have a number of folk that'll be coming on throughout the rest of the year, and so grateful for them being with us. And so going to our special guest at this time, I would like to bring up to you, if I can, Miss Lisa Gilliard. How are you doing?
Hey, I'm doing fantastic. How are you today?
I am doing great. I see I'm awake this time. So
Yay!
Yes,
Good. It's only an hour time change difference. Come on.
right. Understand. Yes, indeed. Yeah, but I know we were conversating earlier, and it was kind of late in the evening. I was recuperating from the day's work, so that's what I was referring to for sure. But so glad
It's
to
all
have you
good.
on. So glad to have you on, and thank you for taking time to be with us today. And again, we have a wonderful educator. I got to give ups to her as well for her being an educator. All right. My dad, who's gone to be with the Lord, was in education for 40 years as a elementary school principal in the St. Louis, Missouri area. I'm now in Dallas, Texas, and I have much respect for educators, teachers, principals, the entire staff of a school building. That includes the janitorial staff, the support staff, everybody. Okay, everybody in the building. All right.
Everybody. Don't
Lisa,
forget the cafeteria
and the
workers.
cafeteria folks, definitely. Thank you.
They
Everybody.
make good food.
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. And we all take a part and have a part in helping to shape our young people. So, again, we have Lisa Gilliard, and I would like for you, if you don't mind, to tell us a little bit about yourself, and then we'll get into your book.
All right then. Well, hello there, everyone. Again, my name is Lisa Gilliard. I am from the upstate area of South Carolina. Born and raised here, lived here all my life. Just in kind of different counties within the upstate area of South Carolina. I started off my education career back in 2005 and was in the classroom for 8 years. Then moved into an administrative position that was out of the classroom, but not necessarily a principal position. I did that for 4 years with handling the budget for a Title I school that I worked at. And then after that, I moved into an assistant principal position at two different schools. So this is year number let me see, this is year number 7 for me as an assistant principal. And so this year, something new happened for me. This school year, I have 18 years of experience under my belt in education, but it's all at the elementary level. And so this year, I spread my wings and branched out, took a step out there on faith. I knew God had me, and I moved to the middle school level.
Wow. Awesome.
So I am an assistant principal for our 6th grade students and part of our 7th grade students and stuff. But actually, my coworker Jay Bagwell and I, we pretty much, and Dr. King, we all just kind of do all the grade levels together. So it's a great team, and it's been a great experience moving from elementary to middle, and to kind of just be able to see how those little minds are growing from like what I tend to see as babies into going into adulthood. So they're kind of in the middle deciding what they're going to do with their life. So it's been a great experience.
Wonderful. And I could tell from when I met you at the festival that you are a phenomenal educator. I could just see it. I mean, I've done educational consulting for about 20 years in the St. Louis area and all that, and I enjoyed working with principals and teachers and administrators and superintendents. With your spirit, I mean, because it makes all the difference in the world. So thank you again so much for all you do. All right,
that's good.
All right. So let's get into your book. Into your book. All right. So tell us your name of your book and what the book is about. And what encouraged you to write it.
Gotcha. All right. So, I meant to bring a copy of it to show that to you here on screen, but I may be able to step over and get that in just a second. But my book is called Kindness Confetti. I started out on this journey. Oh gosh, this is probably a good 12, 13 year project in the making, and it finally came to fruition starting last summer with having a conversation with a coworker about my book and what I wanted it to actually be about, and how I needed an illustrator and stuff. And, I had this vision of what I wanted the characters to look like and the way I wanted the book to flow and everything. And so together we were talking about several different things, how to make it all work, and so through all of that, I found some folks to be my editors. I found some folks that hooked me up with an amazing illustrator, Carly Kennedy. Shout out to her. She's a sophomore at Clemson University this year, and I am super excited to have her on board with me. We were just talking last weekend about book number 2 coming out, and she's like, I'm on board, I'm ready. So that just filled my heart to know that I'm going to still be able to work with the same illustrator, because we work so well together. But anyway, the book is called Kindness Confetti, and it's geared towards like elementary age kids. Up until about, I think it was mid last week, I would have said it focused on elementary age children.
Okay.
However, my book was introduced to a group of middle schoolers
Okay.
at my school.
Right.
And they absolutely loved it. They were able to tell me some of the lines out of the book and stuff, and using it and stuff. I was like, whoa, this is pretty awesome. I like this. So yeah, it's basically teaching children how to build sustainable friendships, how to get along with people, how to just pretty much be a good human by doing one thing, and that is just being kind to others and kind to themselves in the process.
That's awesome. That's awesome. In fact, last week on the show, dealing with our consciousness, that's what the word was, being kind. I was encouraging folks to be kind, with all this going on in our world, nationally, internationally, and all that. The need for us to be kind to one another can go so far. It really can.
Absolutely.
So I'm glad you're so intentional about sharing that, especially with our young people.
Exactly. And honestly, I see with a lot of children, elementary and middle school age, just there's a lot of anger.
Yeah.
There's a lot of just, not knowing how to navigate through life, how to get through that anger, how to see the good things in things that are happening in the world as well, instead of just focusing on the negative, they're always talking about me. They said this, they say that, they need to stop running their mouth about me and all stuff. And I'm like, oh my God, for real? So it really is, once you embrace the concept of just being kind, oh my gosh, it is so easy. It is so easy.
It really is. It's
just a matter of navigating through those thick cores, to get down to that nuggety center. There is kindness in there. There is a heart in there.
What is it? The remedy for a conflict resolution.
Right.
Kindness, for sure. Yes,
right.
Yes, indeed. Yeah. So what would you say that your what was your goal? What were you wanting the book to what, after a young person reads the book, what are you hoping the outcome would be, is the best way to put it?
My prayer is that people will, well, not necessarily immediately, but that would be gracious if they would if they would start being kind immediately, but at least to start wrapping their head around how other people are feeling, being conscious of feelings other than their own, because there's some people out there, and I see this written a lot, so I'm not really sure if it's even a quote or whatever, but I've seen it written a lot in different ways, but it says something to the effect of, you never know what people are going through. Like if you just pass them in the hallway, or whatever and stuff. So give them a smile, at least say hi, good morning, whatever and stuff. That could very well really uplift their day for them. And you could have been the person responsible for making them have an amazing day. And so just being conscious of people's feelings other than your own and as well, but it's not always about you. It can be you helping someone else, to just have an amazing day, as I was saying. So my goal is once children read this book and start looking at some of the illustrations that are in the book and realize, just the diversity that is in the book and things, and how it's all inclusive of folks that may have a disability of some sort, and things that you don't have to steer away from people that are different from you.
Right.
You can be pulled to people who are different from you to learn about them and to learn how to be kind to them, how to be more passionate towards them, and just understanding their backstory so that you can help them to move forward with their life. And it's all from what I've learned, from a child, growing up in church and stuff. It's all about helping other people. It's all about trying to let other people know the goodness of God that's out there, and that there are good things happening. Sometimes we get caught up in our day-to-day life and stuff and just forget about there is actually something good going on, out there in the world. And I need to focus on that.
Understand that's good, to be able to do that. And I know with social media, and they're on TikTok and on
Absolutely.
Instagram, and I don't even think they're really on Facebook. That's more I think of. So, but all those, the social media and the games and all that, and the cancel culture and all this kind of stuff that's going on. It's like,
Yes.
goodness,
Yes.
like, where is the positivity? And even going back to the National Black Book Festival, that was a really revitalized me. It was like going to a revival. For real, because all the positive energy, such as yourself and all the other
Right.
ones I had the opportunity to talk to. I couldn't get to all of them, but the ones that I talked to, there was this common theme of people positive. First off, everyone was positive, and there's a desire to want to give to our community. To share with our community, to help our community, to empower our community.
Absolutely.
And that was just so beautiful. So was that your first time at the event, or have you been there before?
It was my first time. I was actually there with my friend Ashley Jeffries, who's also an author,
Okay.
and she approached me, gosh, way back in like February, and was like, "Hey, would you be interested, in going with me to this festival?" And at that time, I was like, "Ashley, my book is barely complete." And
Okay.
stuff. And so that really kind of put a fire under me to start moving quickly,
Right.
with what I was doing, instead of kind of dragging my feet a little bit with it and stuff. But everything just started to take a turn, and I was so excited to be able to be at that event in October. Was it the end of October? A few weeks
Yes,
ago.
in October.
And so that led me to go ahead and get all my editing done, getting in touch with some graphic artists, to try to get it put together, get the book put together and things. And so, and that's a whole nother show to tell you about my story of trying to actually get the book published. So,
I mean, woo,
yeah.
I can tell you.
So
The process of writing a book.
yes, the process and the requirements were just,
Oh
oh
my
my
God.
goodness.
Oh
It
my
can be
God.
overwhelming, and it was good to hear some of the publishers that were at the conference
Yeah.
to say that, and to express just how overwhelming it can be, and stuff. But don't lose the faith, let's just
Right.
keep pushing.
Right.
So in the end, I self-published with a local company that's here in the upstate, and turns out that one of the ladies who actually put my book together for me and yet put it in its final form is a parent of one of my students at my current school. We had no idea that we even knew each other until just about a month ago. And so she said she put it together, and she was like, "Are you at the same school that my son is at?" And we started talking, and I'm like,
Oh my
OMG.
God. Oh, that's what's going on. Okay.
So all I could say is look at God,
I know.
just
That's
ordering the steps and putting me
right.
on the right pathway. I
Oh,
absolutely loved it.
that sounds
But yeah, so that started getting things moved along. I kind of hit a hiccup with getting the book copyrighted, getting an ISBN number,
Right.
and then just trying to get the front and the back cover,
Right.
together and stuff. That just kind of had a slight setback, but it's all good because by the end of May, that book was ready to rock and roll.
That's
And I
awesome.
had my first pop-up the weekend right after school was out at a local YMCA. And so it was an amazing turnout there at that first event. So from there, I've just been stoked.
Okay, that's good. That's good. That's good. And that's encouraging to me because my book came out and then it was, I was doing COVID. And so
Mhm.
I haven't really gone out. I did a like a Zoom
Mhm.
type of book signing, if you will. And so
Right.
now I'm getting ready to really get out and do some real book signing. So
Yeah. Yeah.
face to face book signing.
Yeah.
I say real
Did
book.
the,
Face.
did the book signing and everything. That was in July, I believe. And
Okay.
so yeah, I've had several pop-up events since then, and I'm tickled with it. I mean, like my heart is so full, right now because of all the good things that have been happening as a result of this book. If you check out my website, there's some testimonials on there. If you view it from your computer, you can actually see a book review from my Pastor John Gray. And so he is really, loving the book and encouraging folks to buy it and things. For
Wonderful.
whatever reason, I can't seem to get the link to pull up on my mobile site. But if you go on go on it on the computer, you will be
Hey,
able to get to it.
that's that's amazing
So,
to say that because I was trying to get a link up while we were doing the festival and it
yeah.
wasn't working. My PayPal, it's
Yes.
like now it has been working since since I wrote.
PayPal, that's huge.
So I'm like, I was so frustrated.
Oh,
I just erased it, and anybody
yeah.
can purchase it, with the credit card now. So on,
There you
on
go.
the website.
Make
So
it happen.
anyway, hey, it is what it is.
It is.
Really. Yes, indeed. So okay, so where can people get your book? I do have the information up, I believe, on the screen as far as the
Mhm.
your website. So please
Okay.
share where they can get your book.
Okay. The best way to get it is through the website, which is smile with me
Yeah.
2023.com.
Okay.
SMILEWITHME 2023.com. It's all one word. So spread that in there. And squeeze that all in there. 2023 is significant to this book because that is the year that Kindness Confetti was birthed. And so I thought it was very well to put it in with our website so that help us remember when Kindness Confetti was birthed.
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed.
Check it out. They're $10 each. There's a small shipping and handling fee. Typically, if I get an order, it comes through. I get a notification on my watch, and so just got one the other day, and I was at school, and I was like, "Oh, somebody's ordering a book. Yes, I
All
want
right.
it.
All
We
right.
can do that."
Right.
So that gets ordered. I have some staff that regularly checks the website and the orders and stuff, and so they get those books out as quickly as possible. And it usually takes about 5 to 7 business days to get out because depending on where it gets mailed from, it may take it an extra day to get to you and where it's going to and stuff. But typically, it's about 5 to 7 days to get it.
Awesome. 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 Okay.
There's
Well, share.
one more thing,
Go ahead.
Pastor
Yes.
T. One
Yes.
more
Yes.
thing.
Sure.
When you get your copy and
Hmm.
you open up the cover of it,
Hmm.
there is a surprise inside. I'm not going to tell you what that surprise is. I just want you to know that you're going to love it. You're
All
going to love
right.
it when you get it.
So,
And if you'd like for me to autograph your book, I'm happy to do that. Just put that in the notes section of the order form on the website.
awesome. Awesome. That's outstanding. So tell us again the title of the book and where they can go to purchase your book.
Got it. It's Kindness Confetti, and the website is smile with me 2023.com.
All right. All right. And I do this. It's in my the spirit must be telling me to ask you this.
Yeah,
Kindness confetti. So
kindness
kindness confetti. My,
confetti.
okay.
Yes, KINDNESSCONFETTI.
Okay. So why the title?
Because I believe in throwing around kindness like it's confetti.
Gotcha. I love it.
It goes everywhere, and it truly spreads. At
Right.
the events that I've been at, the confetti that is out on the table typically gets spread all over the place.
Okay, understand. Like it did at the
Yeah.
festival. Okay.
Yes,
That's it.
yes. And when we see it, it's like, oh, kindness is all the way over here.
Right.
So
That's
yeah,
outstanding. Well, hey, I want to thank you so much for
sure.
coming on today and joining me in the Empower Room. Excited about your book, Kindness Confetti, and big much respect again to you as an author and as an educator as well.
Thank you.
And much love to you on your next book endeavor. I did hear you say there's another one coming. So
There is another one coming. It's actually already written. It just needs to get in the format.
oh, wonderful. So what is that based on, if you don't mind sharing?
It's going to be in Kindness Confetti. There's like 5 different sections in there that talk about different things. And I want to now go back and write books that will be a little more in depth about each of those sections.
Understand.
So the first one will be coming out. It'll be talking about how hard work pays off.
Awesome.
And so look for that around spring 2024.
All right. Wonderful. Well, again, thank you again, Miss Lisa Gilliard, for coming on with us in the Empower Room. I hope that you will have much success from your book and your future publications as well. And again, thank you for all you do, and keep doing what you're doing.
Yes, Pastor T, I truly appreciate it. This has been a pleasure to be on here with you today.
And have a wonderful Thanksgiving.
Thank you. You too.
Okay, now. All right. Be blessed.
All right. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. All righty. So we have a wonderful guest that was on with us on today. I am definitely empowered. I feel the energy, the confetti kindness just flowing through the room. And I just thank again Ms. Gilliard for coming on with us on today. In the Empower Room, and we'll look forward to future guests coming on that were part of the National Black Book Festival in Houston. Again, that experience was just awe-inspiring, and I've been revived from that experience, and I just want to share it with you all as well, and hope that you feel the same. All right, so we want to thank you all for joining us in the Empower Room. And don't forget to do something. That's our motto. Do something. All right. And you can go to our website, MPWRLLC1.com. Play on words, MPWRMediaLLC1.com. And we want to thank you all for being with us. Don't forget to like our page, send an emoji, send a comment. Also subscribe to our YouTube page as well. And we look forward to seeing you all again here in the Empower Room on next week. And we should have another guest with us as well from the same event. The Lord says the same. All right. Have a great one.
Thank you for joining us in the Empower Room. Hope you have received some impactful information. Please like or leave a comment. See you next week in the Empower Room, brought to you by Empower Media LLC and your host, Rev. Timothy Hughes, aka Rev.T.